Wearing hearing aids has truly changed my life, and I'm going to show you how right now. I was born with perforations in my eardrums, or holes in my eardrums, which look like this. That's honestly probably quite a common form of hearing loss. However, my story is what's probably different to a lot of people's. When I was born in the UK, hearing screenings in newborns weren't mandatory until 2001. So I was born in the year 2000, and that means that no one actually was aware of my hearing loss until I was around about 9 or 10 years old, when my parents started to pick up on it that I was, falling behind in class or not picking up on things, and so they took me for a hearing test. And that was probably the first time that anyone had ever actually looked inside my ears and seen that I had perforations in my eardrums. So I then got my first set of hearing aids when I believe I was around about 11 years old. And that was great. I actually remember walking out of the hospital in front of my dad, and my dad was whispering, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can actually hear you." So that's a memory that sticks in my mind. That was great for a few years, and then when I was 14 in high school in the UK, my teacher actually told me to take my hearing aids out because they were, in his words, distracting other students. And still to this day, I haven't really worked out or come to a conclusion as to why he said that, or told me to do that. But I think now, like, knowing what I know now in the hearing industry, I feel like I've kind of put it down to he just wasn't educated enough, which a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't educated on hearing loss just in society in general. And I remember so many kids looking at them and asking, like, what are these? Like, the same doesn't happen with eyeglasses, but everyone knows what glasses are. But it seems like when I was growing up, hardly anyone knew what hearing aids were, and so people looked at that as me being weird or being different, and so that was pretty tough, growing up in school over there in the UK. And so after my teacher told me to do that, I built up a huge stigma around wearing hearing aids. I didn't want to touch them, didn't want to go near them. I locked myself away a lot. I didn't go out with friends, didn't do anything. And I actually ended up not wearing hearing aids for the next 7 years until I turned 21. And so looking back on those 7 years from between 14 and 21, I wish I wore my hearing aids a lot more. I feel like I missed out on a lot in those years, and also not necessarily just from a hearing loss standpoint, but just from me closing myself off from everyone standpoint. But it was in that time that I found racing, and racing became a massive release to me. So I've now since moved to the US, and I'm racing in a NASCAR division over here in the US in North Carolina. So I'm absolutely living the dream, and it was my racing that really showed me that, look, anything is possible with a hearing loss. And since I've started wearing hearing aids again, my life has just completely changed. Like, from the point where I don't know, something when I was 21, so 2 or 3 years ago, just flipped in my mind and was like, just wear them. Like, why not, just wear them. And so I started wearing them again, and my life just completely changed. Like, since then, it's been incredible. And also with how hearing aids have gotten so discreet now that you can hardly tell that I'm wearing them. Like, I've felt so much more included, so much more like I felt just kind of normal again, I guess, compared to when I used to wear them when I was being bullied in school. And that's what I love about hearing aids now, is that it's so much more, it is more accepted now for sure. And they look cool now as well. Like, they used to look really, really ugly, honestly. And now they look cool, and they have all these awesome features, and with Bluetooth, and you can listen to music, you can take calls, you can have an app for your hearing aids where if you lose them, you can find where they are and stuff like that. And just like, they've become so much more cool and high tech now that I really look forward to putting them in every day now. And so, hearing aids have changed my life in so many ways, from like how they look to making me want to wear them, but also how I've just felt so much more connected again to the world around me, to my family, friends, different environments, different situations, like going to restaurants. I feel included again. And that is really what hearing aids do for you. I feel like a lot of people get to the point with their hearing loss where they just kind of accept it, and they don't realize the effects that it's having on their life by living with a hearing loss and not doing anything about it. And I'm telling you right now, please do something about it. There's been some studies come out recently that have linked hearing loss majorly to diseases such as dementia, and how wearing hearing aids can reduce the likelihood of you getting dementia one day. And so hearing aids are so much more than what you might think. And I really want to push and urge people to just give them a go. My partners at Blue Moth Hearing, they offer a hearing aid home trial box where you can trial 3 of some of the top hearing tech in the country, and you can do it all from the comfort of your own home, and you can do it all on your own time. There's no one pushing you. It's all under your own terms. You get to try hearing aids, see what it does for you. You can truly see the impact that hearing aids have on you before you make that purchase and buy some hearing aids. So I really urge everyone to do that, to try the Blue Moth Hearing home trial box. Try hearing aids. If you know you have a hearing loss, please do something about it, because I'm telling you, my life has changed dramatically since I've started wearing them. I'm pushing myself every day to achieve new things, and I'm now working my way up the ladder in NASCAR as well. So your hearing is irreversible. Once it's gone, it's gone. So please take action today and see how much hearing aids can change your life, just like they have with mine.